to Creating Digital Products with AI workshop. I'm Becky Beach, and today we're going to be creating 3 different digital products, all with AI tools. These AI tools are free, and the tools we'll be using are Canva and ChatGPT, and there's other tools out there that are lower cost called Midjourney and Ideogram, and you can apply, if you have those programs, you can apply the same prompts I'll give you in the workbook. So I'm going to go ahead and paste the workbook in the chat. So click on that and make a copy to your Google Drive by going to File and then make a copy. And then that should give you a copy of it, so you'll have it. So we're going to be referencing that workbook throughout the program today. So I'm just really excited. And the first product we're going to be making on the list, we're going to be making an AI workbook and journal. So let's hear from everybody, like type in the chat what niche you're in, because this prompt can work with any niche. So I'll look in the prompt, I'll look in the chat to see who I like the best, like whose niche I like the best for this. So Paula has poetry and journals, like that's her niche, and then Pat's printables. You know, just like a niche, like a theme or something, or some kind of audience you work with, like business, and then limericks, kids, party games. Well, this is for a workbook and journal. I'm trying to look for a niche that would fit for a workbook and journal, like pets. I think pets might be a good niche to do, and then business, and then kids activities, home decor. Yeah, home decor might be a good option. And then we got aphrodisiac foods. That's interesting. And then Anissa is an ESL teacher for business communication, and Paula does poetry and journals. And then kids party games. Yeah, I'm kind of liking pets thus far. And there's writer. Yeah, writing might be good. Kids activities, writing. Yeah, I wonder if there's a way to do a poll in here. I guess just not. Like I've seen polls being conducted before, but I'll just think of something to save time here. So bookkeeping, textile art, stress relief. Okay, so it's kind of a toss up. I'm really liking pets. I think pets might be a good one, like a pet care workbook or something, to help children take care of their pets, like aging pets. Oh, that's a good idea, Lily. You know, I have a 12-year-old Pomeranian. Jabari, right, come to Mama. Right, come here. Come here. And this is, oh, she's heavy. This is my 12-year-old Pomeranian. And she's pretty small. She's like kind of little, but she's like pretty old. Like she's 12 years old. Her birthday's in April, so she's gonna be 13. And I've just had her. I got her because my dad passed away, and I just needed like a little support pet, and she's been so great. So she's kind of like my emotional support animal. And she's got blue eyes, and she's a blue merle. So she's got like blue-gray patches on her, and she's mostly white. Yeah, sorry about that. She has a collapsed trachea, so she'll act occasionally, but we give her hound honey every so often to help against that. Okay, so again, if you're just joining me, here's the workbook, and I think a workbook to help people with aging pets might be a good idea. So let's go ahead and get started. So can everybody see my screen? Yeah, type in the chat if you can see it. I just want to make sure I'm not talking without sharing my screen. I did that one time and everybody was like saying, I can't see, I can't see. And I was like, oh no. Okay, so this is the workbook, and I'll type in the chat again right fast. Oh, sure, Steph. Yeah, there's going to be a replay. And so here's the workbook again that we're seeing here. So this is the AI workshop workbook. And this is the prompt we're going to be using to create this workbook. I'm thinking about a workbook for aging pets. So this is the prompt we're going to be using. So I'm going to like copy this prompt here and copy it and then go into ChatGPT. So just go to chatgpt.com and you can use the freebie one or the paid one. Like I'm using the plus, the $20 a month one. But it could work, it could be for anybody. So I'm going to go ahead and paste the prompt. I'm going to edit it. And I want yeah, let's do like 30 workbook questions. for my workbook on helping, let me see, helping people care for their aging pets. Um, maybe dogs, maybe aging dogs. And download the content as a CSV with no blank rows in between. So I'm going to press OK. And now it's analyzing. Oh, this is as big as I have it. I can't do any bigger like that. I can't make anything bigger than that. It's just my window. It could be your computer. Um, like if you have a small screen, like I just can't increase my size anymore. Yeah, let's go back and get this in case anyone comes in. So now it's analyzing. So the questions it has so far is, what is your dog's current age, breed, and approximate weight? What changes have you noticed in your dog's energy levels? What changes have you noticed in your dog's appetite or water intake? What are the 3 health concerns you have with your dog's aging right now? When was your dog's last pet visit? And what did the vet note about your senior care? So what signs? Yeah, so it's given all these questions. So you could like look them over, and then it will create these 30 workbook questions for you for your workbook. And then you can download it here. So I'm going to click download, and then let's open it up into Excel. Or you can open it, if you don't have Excel, you can open it up into Google Sheets and then save it from there as a CSV. So it gave us these workbook questions, but it looks like there's some characters that it gave. Like some of these, there's like characters in here. Dogs. I think because of the commas. So if that happens to you, and replace all the commas, oops, all the quotation. Oops, someone's trying to come in. Quotation marks with, yeah. So if that happens, like it's just doing that. It's like it's putting those quotation marks, and that could like screw up because it's using like this text symbol to make them, and it ends up getting this effect. You see that? Like that, this special thing right here. So it should be dog's body condition. But we can get rid of that. You go to edit, find, replace, and find that, and then replace with S. Okay, so that would get rid of it if that happens to you. And then there's another one here. Just make sure all the questions look good. It looks like that, 6 to 12 months. And then let's see, everything else looks like everything else is pretty good. So select all format. Oh yeah, I mean make the text bigger. It's like it's thinking. And then let's make it like 14. Okay, looks like dogs. Dogs current. Let's just make sure everything. Yeah, it looks like edit. Find, replace, and dash SS. Yeah, so find, replace all. Okay, so that, and there's some other characters here. From 1 through 10. Okay, so let's just make sure there's no other problems. No, it doesn't always do that, but just like just make sure you look first. And I think if we opened it in Google Sheets, it wouldn't do this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save as. Yeah, we fixed that. Okay, I don't see anything else concerning. Yeah, looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks like it fixed it. It just you can always tell it to fix it as well. Okay, let's middle. Yeah, so once we have that, let's ask it. Oh, give me 10 click worthy titles for this workbook. So here are 10 click worthy titles for the workbook: the Senior Dog Care Workbook, Aging Dog Survival Guide, Golden Years Gentle Care, the Aging Dog Wellness Workbook. Was it this? Will that make this that better? I did full screen. Okay, the Senior Dog Care Workbook. And I don't know which ones you guys like. Do you like I kind of like this Golden Years Gentle Care. I think that's cute. And there's also Loved Until the Last Tail Wag. I don't like that. Sounds depressing. Aging Dog Survival Guide. Like, I don't know. It sounds like it's stressful. It's like a burden to take care of your dog. Like, I don't like that. From Gray Muzzle, is this normal? You like 3? Yeah, I do too. I think that's cute. Because that other one sounds like it's a burden to take care of the dog. Well, it's actually a blessing because not all dogs can live that long. Because it's definitely a blessing having my dog. Okay, well, it looks like that tab keeps coming up and like I can't see my screen. Hopefully that, because everybody's trying to come in still. Okay, so then we have our title, I think the Golden Years Aging Care, and then give an introduction to the workbook. So here's a warm supportive. So introduction, chances are your dog isn't just a pet, they're your family, your sidekick, your comfort on the hard days. So this is like a introduction to the workbook. That's neat. Okay, can you remove the emojis? Yeah, because it won't be good. We gotta remove those emojis. Okay, so let's just remove them. Okay, so anyway, now let's go into Canva. This is canva.com for those that don't know. And let's type in the chat again. My oh, looks like Anissa says the ultimate is good SEO for Amazon. Yeah, it has like keywords in it and stuff. So number 4, the ultimate dog aging dog care workbook. No, it's kind of because this workbook just has 30 questions, so it's not. I wouldn't call it an ultimate dog care workbook. Maybe we could put a workbook for aging dogs. Like I like Golden Years Dental Care, but then we can say a workbook for because I'm senior dog. Like I don't like senior dog parents. I would say aging dog care workbook. That's what I would say. And then I would just say Golden Years Dental Care Aging Dog Care Workbook. I think that would be best because that then you get the keywords, but then you still have the nice title. Golden Years Gentle Care Aging Dog Care Workbook. I'll have that be the title. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think that's good. Let me get some keywords in there. Yes, I'll send the replay by email afterwards, everybody that signed up. Yeah, so I think I like that. So now we're going to Canva, and then we'll go ahead and we'll do custom size, and then 8.5 by 11. If you don't see this 8.5 by 11, go here to inches, and then type in 8.5 by 11 if you don't see that. So then we have this page here. So let me go ahead and increase the size a little bit. And I'm going to title it Aging Dog Workbook and press enter. So that's all you name the file. And I'm going to go to File, Settings, Show Rules and Guides.
What? No, it's two things at once. You looking for your lunch?
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, so then you go to Settings, Add Guides, and then go to Custom. And then go to one column, and then go to margins 0.5, because if we do sell this on Amazon, like somebody recently talked about Amazon, and Amazon wants 0.5 margins or it'll get rejected unless you do a bleed. So it's a lot easier just doing the margins. Otherwise, you have to figure out a bleed. So for beginners, it's best to do just the margins. So you don't want to put any text past these lines because these are 0.5 margins. If you're going to sell this on Amazon KDP, because I've self-published over 60 books on Amazon, mostly planners, journals, workbooks, coloring books. So I know that if you do anything past these lines, it'll get rejected. But if you're selling this as a printable for Etsy, it's always good to have margins too for the people that are printing things out. So first of all, I'm going to set up my document. I'm going to go over to just click Subhead and put this right here and put it right there. And then I'm going to stretch out and stretch this so it's in the middle like that. And then I'm going to make the font, I'm going to just take something simple like Poppins, and I'm going to make it 14, maybe a little bigger, yeah, 20. So that would be the question of the workbook right here. And then we want to put lines. So I'm going to search element, and recently I talked about lines, so I'm going to like search line. And then it'll be under shapes. Like don't use the one that says graphics because then you won't be able to manipulate it. So I'm going to click that. So I need to make some lines. And I'm going to hold this down and I'm going to hold shift. So that way it stays centered the whole time and it doesn't like move around. And then I'm going to put it to the other side of the page. And then I'm going to click this and lower the weight to like, I think 2. Now let's do like about 2. And make sure there's plenty of space. Because if this is a double line for the question, if the question ends up taking 2 lines, you want to make sure it's not going to cover the space to write because otherwise it won't be user friendly. Yeah, it does give you a launch preview or Amazon KDP, but it's always good to set your file up first for success instead of rely on their tools. I just make sure it's I have my file in there successfully so I don't waste time. And then now I'm holding down Alt button and just dragging and make a bunch of lines. It doesn't matter if they're uniform. I'm just holding them down and holding the Alt key and dragging with my mouse to get a bunch of lines filled into the area. And then I'm just getting a bunch. And now once I'm happy, I'm going to select all the lines by dragging my mouse. Then I'm going to go to position, then tidy up. So that made a nice place for my lines. And I made the size big because like I know this isn't for everybody, but a lot of seniors have senior dogs, and they may need bigger space to write. That's just I'm just assuming here. So if this is usable for all people, from younger people, which are kids, they'll need a bigger space to write, and seniors may need a bigger space to write because they could be suffering from arthritis. So it's always good to have bigger spaces to write because you don't want to do like college ruled, like real tight lines because it'd be hard to write. You want to make this user friendly. Because if you make your product user-friendly, people are going to continue purchasing you from years to come. And now I want to make this some cute graphics. I'm going to search paws, make some paw graphics. And then I'm going to, I like that one, but that's a paid one. So I need to look for a free one because if somebody doesn't, if I'm selling this as PLR, which stands for private label rights, and that's commercial use content you can resell as your own to make money, then I won't be able to sell it without somebody complaining because they may have the free version of Canva and therefore they'll be asked to pay to download it. So I keep all my graphics when I make products for other people with free images and graphics and fonts because I've experienced that before about people complaining that they don't have the Canva Pro, so I make sure to do that. So what I did just now is I selected all these lines here and I moved it over to put the image here because I don't want the image to overlap the lines. Otherwise, it won't be user-friendly and the people won't be able to write. So that's why I have a clear space for that image. I think that just will be a cute effect for the page to make it look nicer. And then now I'm going to look for some more free graphics. I think maybe at the top. Oh, this like simple paw might be cute. So I'm going to put that here. I think I'm going to put it right in the middle and I'm going to lower the opacity like a watermark. I just think it might look cute. And just put it here or maybe, I don't know, that too much? What do you think? I think that's too much. I just think it would be kind of cute. And then let's, I don't really want to put a picture of a dog because this is for all dogs. I don't want to alienate somebody that may not have the dog breed. Yeah, so then we got our page set up. I'm happy with this page. And remember how we made that CSV file earlier? Well, I'm going to go to apps and scroll down. Then I'm going to go to bulk create. And you may need the Pro to use bulk create. They might have changed it. But if that's the case, then you'll just have to copy each individual workbook question yourself into your document. So now I'm going to upload the data and click on the CSV with the questions and open it. And now it says select an element and connect it to the data field. So I'm going to click this right here and right click and go to connect data. You see that? Connect data. There's like an icon. It looks like a pile of cookies. Connect it. And I'm going to click this. So now you'll see a purple bubble above it. Does that make sense? And once you see that, make sure there's a purple bubble above your content. Go to continue. Then you see all these questions come up. And now we want to generate the designs. So now we click view design, and this is the designs it made. It may have a different question for each one, but it still has the same look and feel of the page. And let's just make sure that that there's no text overlapping. Now it looks like that one, there's like one that does a third line. And this line here wouldn't make sense to have. So I'm just going to delete that line. Because otherwise it's not user friendly because they can't write because there's not enough space to write with that third line there. So I'm just going to go through and make sure that I make sure there's not another third line that would cause trouble. Yeah, this one's also causing problems, so I'm going to delete that one. And this one too. And you want to read through your questions. Like I don't really have much time to read through all these questions, but that's ideally you want to read through all your questions to make sure they'll make sense and everything. So now we have our workbook. I'm just going to say created aging dog workbook. And now we want to make like a cute cover. So I'm going to go add a page. I'm going to click the arrows up. So we have a blank page. Then I'll add a second page for the introduction that we had. So let's go and get the introduction. So I'm not going to use all this text. I'm just going to copy it. I'm just going to copy that first part here. And then I'm going to go over to the aging dog workbook. It's always good to name this a different file, otherwise you'll get confused about that. So I'm just going to delete this. And then I'm going to go to text, and then I'm just going to click body text, and let's align that to the left. And then I want to make that a little smaller, like I think like 18 or 7, 16. I wanted to make it easy for older people to read. So let's go here, just go across, and then double click so it's highlighted, and right click and paste. And then double click introduction. We're going to be formatting the text and making that bigger and make that centered. And then I'm going to double click just to format the text. Just put some spaces. And then I might put this on the next page, why this workbook matters. So I'm going to grab all that text and like right click and go to cut. And I might make this even bigger to fill up the space. And then put some more space there. And then put some space there. And like, let's fix that. Okay, yeah, I think that would work. And we can always add some stuff to it if time permits. And now I'm going to duplicate that page. And then I'm going to right click and go to paste, and paste those like it went to the other formatting. So I'm going to get rid of the introduction and just like copy this and then paste and match style. And it looks like it's still messed up. That's fine. We'll just format it. It's not that much text to format. And what size was this? It's 20. We just want to make sure that people can read it, that it may have sight issues. And you always want to do font that's easy to read as well. Like you don't want to have font like cursive font, like make your whole thing in cursive. You had this one client, and she made a printable for our $7 sale in the Business Beach Club. It's our membership called Business Beach Club, where there's a sale for members. Well, she made her printable all cursive, and I was like, "What? Why did she do that? Because that's not user friendly. If you're, because a lot of people can't read cursive, and they don't even teach that in schools these days. So just kind of keep that in mind." So I'm going to say understand. But if you put bullets here, I think I don't know if it would, yeah, oh yeah, it does. Okay, just make sure bullet, improve. Yeah, there we go. And we just want to do that. Just put some bullets. Yeah, so then there's like another part of workbook. And now we can start designing the cover. So I'm going to take some of these elements, like maybe that one, just to keep it cohesive. And then I want, I'll just copy this text and paste it. And then I'm going to get rid of all of that. And then this, and I just want this. Now I'm going to call this workbook. Because that one I'm going to double click to highlight, increase size. And then I'm going to do advanced settings and then letter spacing. I think that might be acute treatment. And then go here and then make another. What I did was I clicked and dragged to make a copy of that and select it again. And I'm going to put it back to where it was, but I still want to have some good kerning. Like for those that don't know, kerning means the space between each letter. You don't want the kerning too tight because it could be hard for people to read. And Canva can't do the best kerning. The best program that does the best kerning is InDesign, and I studied graphic design in school, and we used InDesign. But InDesign is very expensive. Like you have to pay Creative Cloud. I think I'm paying $50 or so a month for Creative Cloud because I get a deal on Black Friday every year, and I cancel my account and then get it again. So that way I keep paying that same rate. Otherwise, they would raise it to like 85 or 90. So now I want a font for my title. And what we call this again? Is it like golden? Yeah, here, like golden years, eight gentle care and aging dog care. So golden years, gentle care. Golden, I might make that golden years, gentle care. And then alt drag again, and then paste, match style, aging dog care, and then make aging dog care bigger, and then do layer spacing so it's kind of like the size of workbook, and then make age golden years aging care. Might make it just a nice readable font that's pretty, a readable, pretty shorthand. That might, it's too big, and let me see what other kind, maybe Bukhari script. I don't know, kind of worry about that being readable for people. McKinley, yeah, it's also could be hard to read. Umbrella. No, that's too, I don't like that. I usually like Magnolia script because even though it is kind of scripty, it's still easy to read. It's like half script and half, just regular font. At least in my opinion, I don't, it's like a lot really easy to read. I usually like Magnolia script. There's one called Apricots, like that could be difficult. Yeah, I think I'll go with Magnolia script. I think that would be simple to read for people. And let's go here and just make that bigger. And then we could, no, no, I might just have a picture of a person with a dog. You can actually have AI create it, like generate images. So, so man and woman with an older dog, a golden retriever, that golden, no, it's like I misspelled retriever, not the best spelled retriever, that are in a park, and they look happy, and then generate image, and it will make an AI image. Oh yeah, Helen says she finds capital words difficult to read, lowercase. Well, I don't know. I've never heard of anyone say that before. Because usually all capital words, they're a lot more clear for people with vision problems, at least from my experience. But maybe you might have a different experience than me. I mean, you could always make it make that. I don't know. Yeah, I think that would just create more visual interest if that wasn't bolded. No, no, just let me just lower the space there. There, okay. That might be good. Oh yeah, the spacing is too hard. Yeah, that's why you got adjust the kerning. So okay, here we go. Let me I might, oh, you know what I might do? I might put that there, like a treatment there, so it looks more like a logo. That might look cute. Okay, and then there's some image of a person. Let's make sure that looks good. Yeah, that's fine. And then what we could do is go to design and then styles. And you can use all these color palettes and font sets. But first I want to lock down, like I don't know if I should, you could do that if you didn't know what kind of font to use. You could use these font sets or these color palettes. So let's see what color palette might look good with this. There's that one, this one. Looks like this one. And there's that one. There's this color palette, the orange. And there's like this pinky one. So what do you guys like? Which color palette do you think is the best? I don't know. That might use a lot of ink for your customer. I wouldn't have a dark cover like that. I was worried it would use a lot of ink. And that would be an objection to purchasing it because they'll think, oh, that uses too much ink. I kind of like this, and we could adjust. It looks like we could make like a box around it. All right, look cute. I like that pink. And then we can put like, just make a simple cover. And I kind of like the blue too, because blue, in like navy, it conveys trust. That's why police officers usually wear navy. I wonder if they just always do. Now that's why it conveys trust because police officers wear it. Okay, then aging workbook. Let's just put that here. Yeah, it's just like a normal looking cover. It's not anything too fancy. And then we can make introduction that blue color too. But if you want to make this for Amazon KDP, you probably want to leave it all black and white. Yeah, so I'll get rid of the color inside because otherwise it will cost a lot of money for you to print if it's in color. So I usually have my interiors black and white. Yeah, so if you guys wanted to change this, you could change it yourself if you didn't like it. So I'm going to go ahead and create template link and copy it and then go here and go anyone with a link can view. And that's how you make a template so people could copy it. Then I'll put it in the chat. Yeah, they can always take it to a print shop. Okay, so that's all about the workbook. So let's move on to we're gonna do the clip art. And the clip art will be pretty fast. So meanwhile, while I'm setting up for the clip art, does anyone have any questions about the workbook? I usually keep these workshops about an hour and 30 minutes long, and then I use the last 30 minutes for questions or coaching. Oh, you really, yeah, you just, I usually sell stuff for PLR. That's why I got in the habit of taking out my name because I sell it for other people to use. But if I were to sell it for myself, I'll probably put my name down here. But for people selling it, I usually will tell them to put their logo here. They can put their logo there. But I sell usually PLR products, so other people can make money with it. But the products that I sell myself, I do put my logo on them. Like this is my Shopify store for my blog. And I will put my logo right here. So I put my name on here, my business name. But the products that I sell for PLR and give to other people to sell, I don't put any information, but that is good. You do want like a logo or something. And you can put the last page, you could make the last page be like about you and stuff too. Just like I did in this workbook, I have like a page about myself here, like that might be something to do as well. So I'm going to make a new chat. Yeah, the workshop's editable in Canva. So I'm going to make a new chat and I'm going to go back to the workbook and I'm going to make clip art now. And this is a prompt for clip art that works pretty good. Like I haven't had any trouble with it. And let's go ahead and copy. And what do we want to make for our prompt? Like type in the chat, what do you want to see? Like what kind of clip art would you like to sell? It looks like somebody's drawing on my screen. Let me stop share and then share again to clear it. Like make sure you don't do that like draw on my screen. I'm not sure who's doing it. So create me a clip art of insert what? Large ones of pets. So yeah, we could do pets again. Is it digital because the buyer can download and decide not to print it? Yeah, you could make it digital. I actually have a course called Fillable PDFs. and it shows how to make fillable PDFs with AI, and also includes a GPT that will make fillable PDFs for you. So you could make it a fillable PDF. Valentine's Day, oh, I like Valentine's pets. Looks like Kay likes that fillable PDF course. So this is, let's do a Valentine's kitten and puppy. And what kind of insert media type, what kind of media should we do? Like watercolor, acrylic, chalk pastels, gesso, or maybe cartoony style, like pastels. Yeah, I like chalk pastels. Chalk pastels, and then make it 300 DPI, high quality transparent background, crop to fit the image. So let's paste it. Watercolor, how do you make photos look like graphics? Yeah, you could upload a photo and then tell the chat GPT to make you a graphic of your photo. Like I've done that. You could also, like, who's doing it? Sue's drawn on my screen. I'm not sure why. Maybe she doesn't realize she's doing it. Okay, now we just stare her out of here for a while because she can't keep drawing on my screen. I don't know why she's doing that. Let me stop share and share again so it clears it. You know, the first time that happened where somebody drew on my screen, I was so confused. I didn't know what was going on. I was like freaking the hell out. And I couldn't get it back, like get my screen back to normal. Like I didn't know that you had to stop sharing and share again to clear it. Oh my goodness, what a great, oh, it looks so cute. What do you guys think of this? Isn't that cute? That is so adorable. So let's go ahead and download it and just make sure, yeah, there's no background. That is so cute. And then we want to make sure it's 300 DPI for printing. It does look pretty big, but I like to make sure my stuff I'm selling is 300 DPI. So I'm going to take Photoshop and drag it in. If you don't have Photoshop, you could do image resizer, just like search online for an image resizer that's free. Or you can use this program called Photopea. And Photopea is free to use. So this is Photopea. And Photopea is like Photoshop. It has the same tools, really. Only they put ads in the sidebar, so it makes it run slower. But if you have an ad blocker, that'll really help. So this is the image size. And right now it's at 72, so you can like bump it up to 300. But then notice it does it with pixels. It looks still pretty decent. Now because it's chalk pastels are going to be texture and go okay. That's still pretty big. I might just make it 2,000 pixels. I'll make sure you do the click. 2,000. And then this will be the size. And there's another way to do this if you want to invest money in like a quality tool. It's called Blow Up 3. So Pets 1. Yeah, there's a quality tool and it's no, save it. It's called Blow Up 3, and that'll blow it up with vectors instead of pixels. And this is Blow Up 3. And it's a plugin for Photoshop by Exposure Software. And I'm not an affiliate or anything, so you could just search exposure software Blow Up 3 in Google to get to it. And see there we go. We can actually resize it. You can resize it by inches and make sure it's resolution 300 and go okay. And now it will resize it with vectors. You see, notice the quality is slightly better. And I've used it with old family photos. You may not be able to tell that much, but that's just slight. It's done in vectors. You see how it's like crisper in some areas. Well, this is done with chalk pastels. It's using textures, but it does improve the printing. Then, and otherwise, if you use pixels to resize it, it may be fuzzier when printing. So this gives more of a clear image, in my opinion. But it may not be able to see the changes really because it's in chalk pastels, which is already pretty fuzzy and distorted. So pets, blow up 3. But it works good with family photos that are old. I've actually blown up some family photos I have that are old and was able to get them to 8.5 by 10 from a small picture. So I highly recommend Blow Up 3 if you're looking to spend money for quality software. I know not everybody can afford that, but I think it's really good. Okay, so now we'll make an AI coloring page. But first, does anybody have any questions? I've never used Artistly. How do you decide how many pixels? Can you use ChatGPT to make it better? Well, I don't do that because this takes so much time, and I already have quality software that will do it for me. So I usually don't do that. But yeah, you could ask it to make it bigger if you wanted to resize it. Or because I already have software that will make it with vectors, which is what I prefer. I'll use Blow Up 3. Okay, so now we can make an AI coloring image. Does anyone create a coloring image with AI tools before? Or if you have questions about the clip art, let me know. I think that turned out super cute. Oh, you sold a few coloring books? Yeah, Anissa sells coloring books on Amazon. So I'm gonna again, what I did before, if it was too fast, I went to the workbook and I copied this prompt here, and I said, create me a coloring page that's the size. I'll just do US letter, and then printing. Let's do that of the same Valentine's pets as above with oh, in a cute garden. Now maybe at a party. At a party with heart-shaped balloons and desserts in the background. And then we want it to be maybe cartoony style, maybe anime style, in black and white only with large areas of white for coloring, no black solid areas of the image, high resolution image, and highly detailed for printing quality. Okay, so we'll paste that in there. Yeah, Paula says chat is not good for clip art. Yeah, it does take a long time, but I mentioned there's other tools in the workbook. You could use Midjourney, Ideogram, but because this workshop was for free, people that don't want to spend money on anything, ChatGPT is free. That's why I'm using that because these two tools cost money. And like my workshop, I'm just trying to use free tools for those that are on a budget, maybe. But if you do have the capacity to pay for stuff, and you could use Ideogram or Midjourney to make your images, like those are both really good fits to do it. I'm just because I titled this workshop doing free tools. I'm just keeping to my promise. So create an image of Valentine's party with cute pets. So it's making it. Hopefully it won't. I see some color as it's doing. Hopefully it won't be colored. Okay, it looks like it went away. You see how the blurriness, it looked at first it was going to be colored and stuff. So Teresa likes ideogram. Like in this train, I'm just trying to use free tools. Oh my goodness, how cute! That did such a great job. I love it. So I'm going to download it and then go into, but yeah, even though I'm using Photoshop, I said Photo P is free to use. But the only thing is it slows my computer up with the ads, so I don't like to use it. Okay, so I opened it up into Photoshop and we'll go to image. You'll be able to see the blow up 3 a lot better with the lines the lines is clear. So I'm gonna go to image size, and right now it's at 72. I'm gonna go to 300 and then just with 2,000. Now let me just go to 8.5 by 11 size. 8 by 10, the two dimension size, inches. Oh, oops. 8.5, 11. And that's how the lines will look at resize it with pixels and go okay. And now this is the size it made. And let's double click to see the actual. Yeah, it looks like it did a pretty good job, but I know the vector resizing will be a lot better. So let's save that one. Is Valentine's Pets one. And let's save it as like a JPEG. And go okay. And then we'll use the plugin. So go to filter, blow up 3. And I'll show you the difference because it really is, it makes a big difference doing this vectors to resize. And then I'm going to apply the 8.5 by 11 and scoot that up and go to OK. And then it's filtering it up. Now you see how much of a difference that is? Like you can really tell this time. You see how clean that is? Like I'll show you the before and after of that. Where's the other window? Oh, I guess we need to bring it back in. Yeah, but I just think it's so clear. This is this is the 100%, just the lines. Because it used vectors to blow it up. Like I'll show you if you go up and see how clear that line is. Yeah, so I just like using that tool. Like if you have the capacity to spend money on your business, and that's a great tool to use if you're going to be serious about making money with digital products and especially selling coloring pages and all that. Valentine's Pets clear. Okay, and then let's save that as a JPG. Yeah, so is anyone interested in learning more about using AI tools with Canva? Like, let me know in the chat. Yeah, Paula says yes. Well, you're in luck because I have this amazing program called Canvastic AI Printables Profit System. And I show you how to use Canva AI, which is we did use some Canva AI today, which the image to the text image. But there's even more features of Canva AI that are covered in this amazing course. And I even show how to make things user-friendly too, so you get repeated sales. And it's only $27 today. It will go up to $147 after the 27th. So make sure to invest now for $27 to get it at the lowest price. Otherwise, you'll have to pay $147 later. And this is great to make usable printables with Canva AI tools. So you can check out this video to see it in action. I even gets a GPT, which is a bot for ChatGPT that will create the prompts for you. So you don't have to guess which prompts might be working for you in Canva AI because sometimes the Canva AI will give you a response like, oh, I can't do this. It does that a lot. So the GPT I designed, makes it so it's less likely to say that to you. And you'll learn how to create printable planners, trackers, checklists, like all different kinds of printables using it, even social media images. And it teaches magic design, text to image, and magic write, and how to do a repeatable profit system, and also about user experience. Because I was a user experience designer when I was working in corporate for about 15 to 20 years. So I'm really good with user experience and making things like user friendly. And these are the different tools it goes through: magic design, magic write, text image, and then also the Canva AI to create printables. And there's even a bonus that teaches how to make interactive games using the code feature and how to make interactive quizzes. So you don't have to pay for Try Interact anymore. Try Interact costs $300 a year. And other quiz builders can also cost a lot of money. So you can actually make free quizzes using Canva. And the bonus will tell you how to do that. So this is what's in each module. You'll get foundations in the big picture. Oh yes, there are upsells, Mary. There's like 5 upsells. But you can just go down to no thanks at the bottom if you don't want to pay for them or just click out. So foundations in the big picture will set expectations, and then module 2 will show how Canva AI works for your profit and how you can creating faster release of more testing, refinement, and scalable product lines. In module 3, we'll talk about product ideas and monetization, like how like we'll do identify market needs, do keyword research. And then module 4 is creating with Canva. These are the core skills. Like we'll cover magic write, magic design. These are some printables that I made with Canva AI. Yeah, this is Canva AI. You can believe that it made these. And then I just edited, put graphics on it, but it came out looking like that. And then I just added some fonts to it and some graphics to this one. But this one, these two came out just like they did in Canva AI, but I just edited the text a little bit to change things. But that's pretty much how it looks when it comes out. And then module 4 will talk about user experience. Interactive products, is that linked in a PDF or QR codes? Yes, you can also make QR codes with Canva as well, but this course doesn't cover QR codes. And then how do you create the black liner on a white background, but only the liner of the image? Only the liner of the image itself, not the entire square. I'm confused about that. Yeah, but let me just get through the sales page, and then I'll add the last half of the workshop for questions and coaching. Okay, so this is the pricing, sales, and delivery systems, and it shows how to make mock-ups to sell on Etsy using Canva too. Like I made this really cute mock-up, and I made the image with AI to create this really nice flat lay image, and I show how to do that. And this is how to launch your business and grow it. And this one, module 8, talks about how to optimize and I actually have a case study on this no code app Gold Rush that I created. And I show a case study about how I improved the product based on customer feedback. And module 9 is about the tools, like how to sell the tools like ThriveCart, Etsy, Amember. These are different places you could sell your printable. And then email, like how to sell it by email. These are some email service providers, and then payment systems like gateways like Stripe, PayPal, and Square. And then these are the bonuses. You get the Canvastic AI Prompt Creator GPT, and then the couples budget Canva template, and even more templates too. So you get a whole bunch of templates I've made with the Canva AI already in here, so you can hit the ground running. You also get this template here that you could, use to make your product. And then you get another bonus, a Google survey form template. So you could survey your customers to get more ideas on what you could make. And then another bonus is how to create interactive games. Like I made this game called Animal Classification Quest and a bunch of other games. And also this quiz using Canva AI as well. You can use these quizzes as lead magnets to grow your business, because you can also embed email forms into the quiz, and I'll show you how you can do that. And this is about me, like why I'm qualified to teach this. I'm a former UX product designer and developer. I worked at Verizon and American Airlines. And nowadays, I'm a $1 million digital product seller and coach. And I've created multiple courses in e-com shops. Like I have a Shopify store. I have an Etsy store, Teachers Pay Teachers store, Amember store where I sell PLR. And I sell on ThriveCart and Warrior Plus. And these are just my stats of what I made from each platform. And then what people are saying, these are some reviews in case you want to see what other people are saying about it. And then I helped somebody in a Facebook group, because it's always good to give some help to Facebook groups. And I helped her, sell this printable, so she gave me a shout out. That was nice. Yeah, so here's the summary, what you're going to get. The total value of all this is $568. So you get all these modules, and then you get all the bonuses. And it's only $27 today. So make sure to get it if you're interested in earning money with printables in Canva AI. So again, I'll put it in the chat. So now let's open it up for some questions, or anyone has coaching. If anyone wants any coaching for their business, I'm here to help. And if you want some FAQs, here's some FAQs in case you want to know more about it. And I do lifetime updates too of the course. I've already updated it once since I launched it, because I saw Canva came out with a new feature, so I updated the course. So I'm always looking to update it more. So this course will be updated. and you'll get free updates for the lifetime of the course. So it's a really good course to keep up to date on the latest Canva AI tools. Because when I find some Canva AI tools that are new, I'll add them to the course. And it's only $27. So there we go. That's the today's offer. So Carol says, can you use Canva AI to create pin images using your own images? Yeah, you definitely could, but this course doesn't teach that. But you definitely could do that. You can actually have the GPT that's included, do it for you, give you the appropriate prompt. It could give you the right prompt to make those pin images. So the GPT, I have like a video here which shows it in action. And check boxes. And so here's the GPT in action. Just such an amazing planner page. Yeah, it just goes to the prompts, and I'll show you what it does after I build the prompt. I went into Canva AI. Paste the prompt. And then I put the prompt in that the GPT gave me, and then it generated these printables for me. Yeah, see, these are printables it generated. Look at that, just from the prompt that I put in there. So that's the daily mom planner. But of course, I fixed some of the lines because they were not the best. But I show how that's done. And then these are the different. It gives you a cover image a lot of times, and it gives you like 3 other variations of it. You can always change the color. If you don't like that color, you could edit the color. And I show how to edit the colors in the course too. But isn't that just amazing how you just paste the prompt that my GPT gives you? And the Canva, since I've been using the GPT, Canva never tells me it can't do it. But if I try to do it, like just a simple prompt in there, sometimes it will say, oh, I can't do this. Here's some templates that you could use instead from other people. But if you're going to be a PLR seller, private label rights seller, you want to make things from scratch yourself. And you can't use the Canva templates that in there. And it's not even good to use them in the first place to sell, because if Canva catch, I don't think they're really good to sell commercially. I think you can only use them for personal use. I'll have to look into the license. But the ones you make with the GPT that are actually created right from scratch and go into Canva, you could definitely use those. So Paula says she just bought it. Oh, awesome. And then Mary says, from my own experience, when you buy Becky's products, you get top value. Oh, thanks so much, Mary. I appreciate that. And Mariska says, thanks for everything. You're an inspiration. Yeah, just make sure, does anyone want any coaching help? Like, type in the chat, or if you have any questions, like, I'm all ears. And then Adri says like, I'm not sure. I got it too. And then let's see, there was another question that I didn't see. Interactive products, is that linked in the PDF or QR codes? Oh, the interactive products are the games. You can sell interactive games on Etsy. And you can also sell interactive, you can sell, you wouldn't want to sell quizzes, or you just want to use them as a lead magnet. But you could have these quizzes. Let me show you the games that I made with Canva AI that I talk about in the course. So these are the games that I made. That's a bonus you get. These are some games that I created. Here's the quiz for life coaches that I created with the GPT. So to take the 2-minute quiz, like I made this quiz in Canva AI, and I show how it's done. So you just go through and you can answer these questions and everything. And I'm just answering questions just to get yours quickly. And then look, you can even embed your email form in here. And then I'll just go to Becky, and just put my dumb email. And look at this. Show me my result. Look, they showed the result. So it doesn't show you the result until they fill out your form. And then you get a subscriber. Isn't that amazing? So that's covered in the course as a bonus. I think that's just awesome. So here's a game that I made in the course too. Isn't that cool? You could like animals and snake, and then newt. You see that? It's like this game you could make in Canva. Yeah, it's crazy. That's one of the games, and this is another game that I made, and I show how I do it. And here's the look, it's a solar system game. Well, it's like a solar system. It's pretty cool and interesting, I think. You could do it speed up and you can zoom level, like it teaches people about the solar system. And then what else did I make? Oh, I made this. I made a like on my free YouTube channel. I made that, I think. It's like a birthday card. Yeah, so that's just some stuff that I made. And what's this one? Oh, this is a geometry vocabulary match. So you could what shape of half? So you just match it. So symmetry, point shapes exactly the same size. What was it? Incongruent. So this teaches different geometry vocabulary. Okay, let's see. Great workshop. Thanks. If we have questions going through the Canva course, how do we get help? Oh yeah, there's support. You send me an email if you have any questions about anything going on. And also, as an upsell, I offer 4 weeks of coaching too. So you get 4 coaching calls live that are recorded, and that's part of an upsell. So you get even more help live. So, Becky, for the example, the workbook of the Golden Years Aging Dog Care, can we translate in our language in Canva? I don't think so. You probably need to translate it in Chat GPT. So here's the workbook, and let's okay, can you translate the no, you probably need a better, I don't know if ChatGPT is the best translator. I think there's Google Translate. You may want to get all the workbook questions and then translate it in like Google Translate and then put them in the workbook. I think that's what I would do because I don't really trust because I was using ChatGPT one time. I had this Uber driver and he couldn't speak any English and I needed to communicate to him, but I don't understand that much Spanish. I did take it in college, but if you don't use it, you lose it. So I couldn't really communicate with him. So I was trying to use ChatGPT to help me communicate, and he was confused about what I was saying. So I don't really trust ChatGPT to give the best translation on things. So Scott says he bought it. Oh, great, thank you. And then Proj Pros says sounds good. I don't know what that's in reference to. And then now I like that you can definitely make more money by reaching new markets in other countries like Spanish and French and German, like all kinds of different languages. Can you ask it to create a table for a printable, like how many columns, and then add graphics? Yeah, yes, the GPT will actually make you a table just like I showed on the sales page here. Like these are some printables I made with it. Like it'll make these tables for you, and you can even have it make tables like that. That's kind of a table, like a 2-column table, but there's like a headline above it. But it can make tables as well, like trackers and stuff. And then you can add graphics and stuff like that. But the only thing is it makes the image, this is an image it made when the text is on top of it. So you have to dislocate the image, and I show how to do that and how to edit the image yourself. Because if sometimes it gives an image that doesn't like look good enough for you, it's really easy to edit the image. So that's like the only drawback I think of making things with Canva AI. And great workshop, thanks. If we have questions, and then sounds good. ChatGPT works very well. Yeah, but just I wonder why he didn't understand what I said. Because I did, maybe I just pronounced it wrong, but he didn't understand what I was talking about. So I'm just kind of worried about using it with using that. So repost, I think I missed it, but it is a one-time payment. Oh, no, it's not a subscription. This is a one-time payment. So you get lifetime access to the course and you get lifetime free updates. And by that, I mean the lifetime of the course. So this is one of those what it work justice. So you get free updates for the lifetime of the course. I'll be adding new lessons as I learn new features of Canva AI. So Google is good on translation. Yeah, I think Google is the best at translations, really. Like I just wouldn't trust ChatGPT to go through. Can you go through the one-time offers? Oh, sure. Yeah, let me go ahead and and go to lead pages. Let me go to my JV doc. And I'll show you what's on each what each offer you get. 2 column. So here's the yeah. So if you want to promote this, let me know, because I give you 50% of the profits of the sale. So if anyone wants to promote this, I'll put it in the chat if you want to be an affiliate. Okay, so this is the JV page for affiliates. And the front end is the Canvastic AI printables profit system. The first upsell, you get done for you printables. So this is what that is. You get these done for you printables and digital planners. So you get 10 printables and 10 digital planner templates to sell now. And that's $47. So that's like a huge deal, because it's normally, all this would normally cost you $370. But you get 10 of my latest PLR packs. You get the yoga planner template, you get the bridesmaid planner template, and that includes a digital planner and printable planner with Canva and stuff. And you get stickers, digital stickers to use with a digital planner, because digital planners sell for a lot of money on Etsy. And I even give instructions on how to edit it, and also an instructional PDF for your customers in case they don't know how to use a digital planner. And this is a digital business planner and printable planner, and you get a digital social media planner and printable planner and self-love workbook. So you get this huge product bundle. Gosh, I feel kind of, I'm like, oh, why am I giving so much away here? And then a smart goal planner, and then that's over $300 worth of value. You can just pay $47, you get all of this. So that's the first upsell. And then the next upsell is the Printable Shop Academy, where I show how to make a successful Etsy store. I've been selling on Etsy for 9 years, and I show you everything you need to know about selling printables on Etsy. And it's normally $147. I actually only sell this. I give this to people in my businessbeachclub.com membership. So this is not available outside the public. This is the first time I'm selling it to the public, this course. It's normally in my exclusive membership. So this is what you'll cover, like what Etsy is and how to use it, like how to design Etsy banners. You get the icons in Canva, and you get like banners in Canva, and how to do keyword research, how to create mock-up images. There's Canva templates for that, how to list a product the right way, how to set up your Etsy store, how to promote your Etsy store for free using social media like Pinterest style sharing and simple list building. So module 1 talks about what is Etsy and why use it. Like this is an upsell for those that are just like looking. Like this is an upsell to the Canvastic system. So you can design your Etsy banner, and then this keyword research, and then create scroll stopping mock-up images. Yes, that's what that covers. And these are like the bonuses you get, like Canva templates and stuff. So that's the next upsell. Then another one is AI powered pinning, and that shows how to use AI to pin on Etsy. I mean, to pin your printable. I'm sorry, to pin your printable. And you can just go through the upsells, and there's a button down here that says no thanks. And if you don't like this one, you could go and it'll show you the next one. You see that? So you can just pick through to see which ones you want. And then this one's 47, and it's normally 147. It's how to use Pinterest with AI tools. Because I get 50,000 page views to my printables. And I'll show you the secret of doing that with AI tools. And then the next upsell, I'll just go to no thanks to see the next one. The next one is AI powered spreadsheets. So I'm selling AI powered spreadsheets for a huge discount. Usually I charge $297, but you get it for $67 in this one-time payment. And that's how to make spreadsheets with AI tools. And there's also a GPT that will make the spreadsheets for you. So will you be sending an email with this info? Oh yeah, yes, I'll be sending an email with the replay and then the links. Warrior Plus, this offer is not accepting new affiliates. Oh yeah, just give me your Warrior Plus name, and I'll add you, because I just don't want scammers to promote my products. Only people I know. So I sent out an email for my affiliates, telling them like what their affiliate name is, and I would add them and stuff. I just don't want scammers to promote my products. Okay, then the last one is group coaching. So you get group coaching with me, and the sessions take place February 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th on Thursdays at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. PST, and they're all recorded and added to your access page. And you get your access page upon purchase, and you'll be able to get the Zoom link and registration for all the 4 calls. And during the calls, you can just get live coaching with me. So you can ask me any questions you want really about business. And you'll get clarity on what to create, what to skip, realistic plan for the next 30 days, how to build momentum, how to do better products, cleaner, more usable, more sellable. And I'll also will help you with your sales page too during these calls. Like if anyone has a sales page they want to be optimized, you can help you with that too. So you can ask me about printables to create, Canva AI prompts and workflows, like design fixes, product packaging, listing optimization and mockups, pricing, positioning, launch plans, or anything that's keeping you stuck. And so that's the last upsell, and that's I would normally charge $2,000, and I have charged that for people in past programs, but you get it for $197, and that's 4 coaching calls live. So what's your best seller? Okay, so let's get out of that and let's just go here. So my best seller, I think the best selling product I've had recently is the AI powered spreadsheets, and that's included in the upsells because that course shows how to make spreadsheets with ChatGPT, and that was a really top seller. I made like quite a bit of money with that course. But as for printables, my best selling printable is this Final Wishes planner. Let me pull it up on my Etsy store. Yeah, that's my best product, is Final Wishes planner. So this is like my best selling product, and it just helps people plan their last hurrah, I guess, like how their will and testament, like for their family. And it just provides peace of mind for people who because I actually made my own Final Wishes planner for my family, and we kept it we keep it in a filing cabinet. So if I were to pass away, they have my passwords to my bank accounts, like the password to my PayPal, like all the passwords they need in case I were to croak, and that way they know what to do. And like I put in my life insurance policy in there too, so that they know how to get money. So is there a link to the Final Wishes? Oh yeah, here you go. Let me put in the chat. Yeah, that's my best seller in my store. And I had really good reviews for it. Yeah, so these are the different features of it, my funeral wishes. And this is like really good product that kind of sells itself. And if you want to sell this product yourself, then you could get it from my PLR store. So you just search PLR Beach Final Wishes, and I have it for sale as PLR. So you could actually sell it yourself, but just change the cover to make it look different, You could edit it. So this is the Final Wishes bundle, and there's also a digital planner too. And this is a video that shows you what each page has. And this is the digital planner bundle. Yeah, so if you want to sell this yourself, it's a really good selling product for me. Okay, is there any more questions before we end the call today? Would we upsell those things? Oh yeah, if you're an affiliate, Paula, and you promote my product, it would upsell those people. I mean, upsell those products to your people too, and you would make 50% of the sale. So I think the total funnel might have about maybe $300 per customer. I did lower some prices. I don't know if it's quite that much anymore. And then we'll be sending an email. Yeah, I'll be sending an email with that. Okay, anything last minute before we end the call today? Like just let me know in the chat or come off mute. This was an excellent session. Thank you, Becky. Oh, you're welcome, Carl. I hope you liked it. And Paula says thank you and fantastic information. Oh, great. You can use those workbooks and journals for any niche, and you could use them for lead magnets to grow your business. Like that's for anybody. You can do this for any niche. You can also make those images for any niche. You could make, I mean, the clip art. You can do the coloring pages for any niche like out there. And I just love like these digital product ideas. You could create workbooks to sit to like actually get people on your list. Like I made one, and it gets people on my list all the time. Because people love interactive workbooks like that. And even the quizzes would really help you too. I actually made a quiz with Try Interact, and I had to pay $300 a year to keep the quiz. So I canceled it, and I just made my quiz with Canva, and I showed you in the showed you a while ago the quiz that I made. You can even embed your email form in there too, so that they can't see the result until they give you their email. And where we list these things kind of green, oh, you can sell them on Etsy, and there's an upsell to the course that actually teaches you Etsy in case you don't know. That's like the second upsell actually. So it will teach you how to make an Etsy store and sell. So I've been selling on there for 9 years. And so I show you what I'll do. Actually, a little longer. That just particular store was 9-year-old store, but I've had other stores in the past. Like I had this one store that sold my coloring pages. I used to draw my own coloring pages. And I had a store about that. So where do we list these things? Oh, yeah, you can list them on Etsy, or Teachers Pay Teachers is another good place. But I don't teach Teachers Pay Teachers in that course. But that's also a really good place to list printables too. They're educational. Like I sell on there, and I make about 1,000 a month from that store. And what do you think? What other places could you sell? You could also make things and sell them on Warrior Plus. Like you could make it on that, or you could sell them in your own platforms. Like you could make a store on PayHip. And PayHip also has a marketplace, but it's not as popular as Etsy's is. Okay, so let me know like if there's any more questions for you in the call, and then I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Okay, what email should we contact you to become an affiliate? Oh yeah, you could yeah, here you go. Just or you can respond to the email that I'm going to send after the replay. So you can just you can just email me at becky@coachbeckybeach.com if you have any questions about anything. And I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend. Goodbye.